Hey YouTube, it's Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, here with another drum lesson. Today is going to be a beginner drum lesson, and these are going to be some basic drum fills for the beginner. Now, what a drum fill is, in case you don't know, basically there's two main things that happen in drumming during music. One of them is the beat, and the beat is basically what keeps the pulse of the song, something like this. And then the fill is something that kind of happens to embellish the beat, usually before transitions in the song, or just to be a little bit fancy, something like this. Alright, before we continue with the rest of the lesson, there is a link down below that you can click that will take you to the written version of this. And that is on my MuseScore page, which also has all of my other lessons, or most of my other lessons, at least all the ones that I did in MuseScore, which you can listen to on the MuseScore website or download them and print them out. So I just want to let you know that first. Also, if you want to pick up a really good pair, or actually 3 pairs of drumsticks, for the price of one, there's a link for these great LA Special drumsticks down below through Amazon. If you pick those up, that'll help out my channel. So let's go ahead and get started. So the two main types of fills that we're going to be talking about in this lesson, first being the one that will last for a full measure, meaning it will be 4 full beats, and the second one will last only a half of measure, meaning it will be on beats 3 and 4. So on the lesson itself, the written version, basically the way all of these work is there's a measure of just a beat and then a measure that includes the fill. So I'm going to go ahead and play number 1. I'll do it really slow in the beginning and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So here we go. Alright, so the beat being the first part that I was playing, and then the fill being this. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Now, one of the things you might notice is actually that crash that I hit at the end of the fill is actually on the 1 at the beginning of the measure. So if I were to really play it how it's written, it should start like this. That's because when you end a fill, a lot of times the crash will be on the 1 of the following measure. That's just sort of how things line up normally. Now, one of the things that I wanted to mention too, in this particular fill, I'm actually keeping quarter notes on my bass drum the whole time. What that means is I'm counting the full 4 beats out with my bass drum. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next fill. Now this one's going to be pretty much the same, except for it's only going to be on beats 3 and 4 of the second measure. So to give an example of that, it would go like this. Okay, so if I were to count that out, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4E and a... And again, I'm keeping the pulse on the bass drum, meaning quarter notes on the 3, 4 of the part of the fill there at the end of the second measure. Okay, so on to the third exercise. Now this one is going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing just 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a, we're actually going to be doing an 8th note followed by 2 16th notes as the basis of the fill. So it goes like, the pattern of the fill goes like this. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Okay, so let me go ahead and play it the way it's written in with the beat. Okay, so now on to the next one. Same concept of the difference between the first two. This one's basically the same type of fill, except that it's only on measures, or it's only on beats 3 and 4 of the second measure. So here it goes. That's pretty much all. These 4 fills, I think, will give you a good basis to start doing other things, and then you can start mixing them together, putting them in different spots. Try them out for yourself and see if they work good for you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And if you have any suggestions of other lessons you'd like to see me do, let me know for those as well. And be sure to subscribe, click thumbs up and the bell icon, and I'll see you guys really soon.